have you talked to like the military about this? Because this seems to have military applications by drilling underground.
I think I could talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. So we've met with DARPA has a program called the Underminer program. And the goal of that is, can we build really fast networks underground for in between bases, finding people who are in deployment and running routes in between a main base and them. And so they're looking at the tunneling side, but what we've met with them about is like, once you have the tunnels built, what's the quickest way to, create that good superhighway? So that's what we're excited. Hopefully we can work with DARPA on that. I think that would be
Mhm.
super awesome.
I'm still getting used to getting to doing podcasts. So like I'm still learning. So I feel like I'm kind of jumping around a little bit.
I thought you've been doing amazing, man. This has been really good.
Well, let me know. Like, so I'm trying to think of like other questions that we should talk about right now. Like, so what other like interesting people have you been talking to throughout this? Because this is like a new type of business. You must be talking to weird corners of expertise. Like, who have you been talking to?
As many as people as who will answer me. Yeah, like our goal here is I think the tough thing when you're doing something that is potentially paradigm shifting
Mhm.
is you have to balance talking to people who are really optimistic about the future and people who are really pessimistic about the future. Because people who are really optimistic about the future are going to help you find all the ways it's going to work, but they're not going to help you find the reasons it won't because they're
Mhm.
inherently optimistic. And it's great. Like I love people like you. You're a future
Do you
optimist.
think you're optimistic or
No,
naturally
oh my
optimistic?
gosh. Oh my gosh. 100%. 100%. I to a fault. But like the goal of our team, and I think my co-founder balances out. He's really good at like breaking things down into
Pessimism.
testable. What's that?
Pessimism.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh,
Into failure points.
yeah, into failure points. Like, yeah, let's figure out why this is going to work. And so that's been the balance. So I've talked to, I didn't realize this was a thing, but logistics professors
Okay.
apparently are a thing all over looking to find distress points. Like let's make sure like, our goal is like hyperlogistics is a truth. It's like computers, like all the materials to build a thinking machine existed on Earth. And we just had to discover enough of them to put them together to make a thinking machine. And we think hyperlogistics has the same truth that is waiting to be discovered. And as long as we're mission focused on making it happen and intellectually honest and humble enough to admit when we're not going the right direction, we're going to find it. And that's our goal. And I think that's why like Twitter's been amazing. And we've even thought about like building a Reddit community and stuff like that. Like we just want to put as much talent and smart minds on this as possible. And our thesis is if we get enough smart people thinking about this, we can't fail. Um,
Totally. That's beautiful. I
yeah.
love that. What's the part that kind of concerns you? Like what are you struggling with right now?
Oh man. I think the part that I am struggling with the most, and like, if you know me, I'm super confident that I can do most things. And it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe a bad quality, but we try to be like very aware of like where's our team naive. And I think, things have been going okay with cities, but I think that's somewhere we just don't have like enough hours in that to know if that is going well. So that's
Hmm.
something that concerns me. Our city's going to be as open to this as we think. That's potentially a thesis that could break and hurt us. Are we too early? Is delivery matured enough to accept us? Are we wrong about our math? That's something that hopefully if we are, we'll find a failure point. But I think, we're concerned about everything and optimistic
That's
about
good.
everything.
No, 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 that's good. So it feels like with these kind of a pitch for, I don't know, business or cities is that you can actually build a lot of businesses on top of this platform. So if you have the platform of pipes underground, you can build businesses on top of that. What businesses have you been thinking about that can be built on top of this?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So this is, if someone beats us to making hyperlogistics happen, we have an easy pivot into building one of these businesses. Like I'm obsessed with hyperlogistics and kind of wish I could be, was born in a time where it existed. I'd build one of these businesses. I think exact ingredients is a killer business. If you could find a recipe and just hit exact ingredients and the onions come chopped.